interesting insights into the robotics and cobots and their possibilities in the manufacturing. So coming out with a general question to you all, starting with Ms. Darshana. What infrastructure challenges need to be addressed to integrate cobot into manufacturing process, and how the cost of automation and robotic be balanced, especially for the MSME sector?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Gopal ji. It's a very nice question, especially for the MSME. While MSME is contributing to the global supply chain, and their contribution to the export is about 45 to 50%. So it is very much important for the MSME nowadays that, to stay in the competition, they need to automate their factory, automate the production. Of course, it provides cost effectiveness, but also provides improved quality. So to manufacture a product with improved quality and lesser cost, company needs to improve their manufacturing facility, and for that the collaborative robot is the first choice, I guess. And for that they need a fund. Government is always supporting there for the automation, and in some case government is also providing subsidy to some extent to the MSMEs, to upgrade their facility, to automate their factory. But the first and most important factor is awareness. MSME owners are not aware about the technology, and also not aware about the government supports and schemes. So that is the most important challenge faced by the MSME. So MSME needs to be an active part of the such community, such platform where they can gather the knowledge, they can gather the information about the opportunity in terms of technology and in terms of infrastructure improvement, so that they can benefit from this kind of support by government, and even from the industry experts as well. So this is the major crunch for the MSME.
Thank you, Ms. Darshana, for sharing your views. Dr. Abhishek, what is your say about this?
I'm in robotics and automation department. We are interacting various means industry persons regarding this. The first the thing they face, because they are going to adopt such technologies like robot manipulator in their industry for the manufacturing, like welding and painting and etc. But they say that we do not have the skill development, means skilled person in this area, because we can say that programming of robot is very easy, but the understanding of the logics and coordinate system is very difficult. So they find difficulties in that. So anyone can program the robot, but the understanding the coordinates, main reference coordinate system, joint coordinate system, and tool coordinate system, and the job coordinate system, and working along with that for the program. If they are working, all the means in all the sector or all the provider, they are not giving these means easy solutions. There are various manufacturers, they give their own platform. This is also one challenge that Fanuc has owned their system, and other systems are there. There are various companies working to collaborate, having one platform to control and operate these robots in the manufacturing sector. So always they try to find they say that we'll purchase the robot, but give the skilled person with that for our use. So these are some difficulties that we have listened that, and they ask us, you prepare means skilled persons in your college, will readily hire them. We are ready to hire them, but you prepare the skilled person in that particular sector. And the other things are they want one person, or we can say one person with multiple skills, skills in mechanical, skills in design, skill in kinematics, dynamics, control, electronics, and electrical. So this is also very difficult task. All these skills in one person, and who can handle everything at around the robots. So these are some challenges they found, and we are also trying. And in our college, when we discuss with the student, we try to we found that what we should suggest them. They ask whether we should go for the learning the AI, ML, robot programming, electrical, and design, and they ask for because it connects skills related to the cobots and robots. They are from all over the engineering field, so we find them in a confusion that what skill they should adopt and focus. So these are some challenges we have.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abhishek, for sharing the deeper insights to the academia challenges and opportunities. Of course, awareness has to be there, as Ms. Darshana put it, and coming to Alka now. So what challenges do you see and how to balance that cost for the MSME sector?
Answering it further, like as far as infrastructure challenges are concerned, I would say that integration process required to accommodate the services of the cobots along with the human beings, or accommodating the existing cobots, or in like aligning them with the existing processes. Integration is very much essential, and a very big challenge also in some cases. Therein some certain cost will also be involved, so we have to check that exactly what is the compatibility of our existing softwares and connectivity part of our physical space with the cobots, how well we can integrate them both with minimizing the cost involved into it. Yes, definitely this will not involve much cost, but to certain extent it will, and we need to check across the softwares which we are currently using whether they can be integrated properly or not. So that is one challenge. Second, definitely training and awareness is very important. So we need to make people understand that why cobots are required, why we have to hire the services of cobots in space of human beings. So definitely addressing it again, that it will increase productivity, it will increase, or it will allow our employees or our staff to focus on more challenging tasks, and the tasks which are repetitive or which can be easily performed by the cobots can be handed over to them. So this awareness is required to be done at our employee level or our staff level. So integration in infrastructure is one part, and second, awareness is another part. So this is my say on the question.
Thank you very much, Alkaji. Infrastructure and awareness, that is very necessary part of any facilities. Coming to Mr. Anoop, what are your say about the challenges as well as cost?
For MSME, if you talk especially for MSME, I should say that yes, awareness is the biggest issue. That yes, MSME sector is really not so much aware about the latest developments and the technology and the, I should say, the packages available in the market, because maybe they are not so much aware, although there are so many exhibitions and industry things are happening nowadays. But yes, people are not spending, I should say, the quality time. I should say the decision makers may not be practically visiting the these kind of industry exhibitions or the online events which are happening nowadays. So my suggestion to the MSME is, yes, first of all, they have themselves to be geared up at their own to, and they should be prepared to adapt these kind of technologies, because you know the future, there will be a big gap in the demand and supply of the skilled manpower. So like we see demand gap of the commodities, now in future there will be a huge gap in the demand and supply of the skilled manpower, where for small things, I should say, nowadays nobody educated people don't want to do the dirty or black jobs like welding, cutting, grinding, polishing. These are the jobs where your clothes and hands will become dirty. So nobody would like to do those kind of jobs, and it is the right time to impart maybe cobots or robots, depending on the needs of the application, that those should be adapted. There was a time then once these were so expensive because the technology was not so, I should say, the implemented. But now it is really off the shelf available. And if you say from CRP side, we have very, very affordable and the cost effective solutions readily available for Indian industry. Definitely MSME have to take a first step, but yes, there is a lag in our educational system that yes, as Mr. Abhishek has also explained that yes, here the demand is coming like everybody or maybe MSME or time that yes, we have to do little bit changes in our educational system also where we have to be more practical rather than going only for the bookish knowledge, because it is the time, and I should say that the educational institutes should adapt more the technical or the more practical aspects of the robotics.
Yes, of course, Mr. Anoop, the practical knowledge is necessary, and as you say, people are not attending events also for awareness.
Yes.
So, Mr. Harish, what is your say as you are into the robotic manufacturing?
I would like to slightly answer it in a different way. Instead of infrastructure, I would say the major challenge that we see is the mindset challenge. I would like to take an example which is similar to what we are facing right now, like around 15 to 20 years back, when I was trying to sell robots in US. The mindset was a challenge where the way we used to sell them was saying them automate or lose your factory to China. That was what was making sense in US around 15, 20 years back. Because if you don't automate and improve your productivity and quality, then at that time, everything was being lost to China. If you look at India as well, it's not just that you want to go with the latest advanced technology, because the technology will keep on improving all the time, and you'll be always doing a catch up. What you need is quality assurance. What you need is ensuring that you are going to have production as planned as well as promised to your end customer continuously without any breaks, whether it be COVID or labor shortage or any other thing that comes into your picture. So to make this happen, you need to automate, and to stay in the competition, you need to automate. This is something that the management of the companies have to realize and not just look at ROI, considering 2-3 years. Because generally what people do is they look at the salary for probably 3 years and compare it with the machine cost. And when you do the comparison, in India, labor is really cheap. And in no time, you can come to the conclusion that the robot doesn't make sense. But that's not what you need to look for. You need to look from the long term. You need to look from the quality that you need to stay ahead in the competition, as well as the consistency. So it's about the mindset that I see as a challenge, which has to be educated to the people who are making the decisions. That when they have that education happening, they would automatically train their employees, as well as they would automatically ensure that there is an ecosystem developed within their organization, so that there are people ready to take up the technologies as well as the solutions like cobots.
Thank you, Mr. Harish, for sharing your opinion. Mindset is, of course, required for any change. Coming to Ms. Alka, you were talking about the industrial robots' advantages, flexibilities, awareness. Of course, that's the main topic emerging out. So what budget impact do you foresee from the allocation of 500 plus crores for AI machine research to advance indigenous manufacturing? Say make in India.
Thank you so much for your question, sir. I will say that definitely it will give a huge impact. If I say Indian government these days is promoting indigenous product hugely, like they are giving lot many supports in terms of, like, if I say, I think Darshana ma'am would be able to better elaborate in her discussion, but I would say that the Indian government is holding lot many schemes which are there to promote indigenous products and giving full hands support to all MSMEs that to come up with a good production, so that future technologies or the latest technologies can be integrated with their processes. They are giving funding opportunities. They are giving support in terms of brand their product across the globe. So lot many schemes are there. Second part, as far as the budget itself speaks that definitely it will give a boost to our industry. It will give promotion to our industry and implementation of the technology, getting our industries towards automation, and it will support them in terms of making, you can say, regularizing or creating more effective products with the implementation of technology, and further contributing towards new innovations. I will say that this will give startups also a good support. Like, this will give startups also a boost to come up with the new ideas, the real-time situations or the problems what India is facing. The young talent is coming up with new ideas. So definitely it's a good support for them to promote startup system, to promote, to expand the existing services or the existing products, promoting towards export or globalizing the products of India. So I will sum up as it that indigenous products will be promoted along with latest technology implementation into the industry, using technologies and automating our industries, giving young or youth new opportunities, I will say. The youngsters, these young minds who are learning new technologies in colleges or universities, or these days schools also are very active towards STEM education and providing the youth with the new technologies. So definitely they will learn the technology, they will come up with the new solutions which can be promoted as a startup. So this will also contribute into the startup ecosystem boost, promoting more entrepreneurship activities, opportunities also. So this is my summation on this.
That's quite encouraging, Ms. Alka.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is inspiration for the startups and the new technology, even for the academia. Ms. Darshana, she was putting about MSME growth and support of the various government schemes. And as you know, recent budget also has committed support to MSME to grow and compete globally now. So what additional support is required for greening of MSME sector, including easier access to the financing or the credit support by the government?
Government is in any case supporting, this time also government has revised the mudra loan limit for the Tarun category 10 lakh to 20 lakhs. Government has also revised, upgraded rather than enhanced the limit of the business loan for the MSMEs. So government is putting their best effort. Government is promoting Make in India. Government is providing, trying to make India a semiconductor hub. Making India a manufacturing hub, making India is always promoted there. So I believe is the maximum part is by the industry owner, for the ecosystem contributors, that to create a maximum awareness among the industries, among the industry owner. Starting from the school level is also providing this kind of awareness. Last few months back, I was chatting with my niece. He was in the 7th standard, and she made a small robot as a model. So in the school level also, they are promoting at least to make an awareness about the robot. Normally, children are understanding that robots are like a human robot they see in the movie, but it's not like that. So this kind of awareness is there. Important part is government, as Alka Madam has said that research innovation is there. Government is also promoting the research and development fund. There are many institutes of the government institute. They are supporting the industries, for the research. They are helping them to provide the manufacturing setup for the prototype development, for the research and development, also providing fund. Nowadays, as a startup of ecosystem is there, and government is also promoting it tremendously. In Gujarat, we are come with the few industries of the MSME come with the model wherein startup and MSMEs are collaborating. MSMEs are in the need of new product development, innovations, and startup, but they don't have the skill manpower for the research and development for the innovation. They are asking the college engineering college students to do the innovation, to do the research on behalf of the MSME, that company, and they are providing funding support, infrastructure support to the students to develop their product, to automate their product. 2 days back only, I was a jury part of one challenge, automation challenge, where when students are being supported by one MSME company in Maharashtra, and they are providing them a funding support, development support, infrastructure support to the student to develop their MSME's products only. They are supporting the company only to innovate, to provide an automation to their products. So this type of collaboration is a key. MSME should come forward, startups should go to the MSME, and we all the senior industry leaders need to be a platform to support each other like MSME and part to be an active part of the ecosystem.
Definitely.
That's my point of view.
Yeah, definitely, Darshana. We have to be part of the ecosystem which is developing. Coming to Mr. Anoop, like IoT, there is a IoRT, Internet of Robotic Things. So what potential does it have to enhance human-robot interfaces with the manufacturing industry?
Is the need of the hour, okay? IoT or IoRT, okay. I can give you one example that yes, if the robots or cobots are working in your factory, and those are, I should say, electromechanical machines where there can be a breakdown. So if you say that okay, you can get an estimation that yes, it is going to failure in next 24 hours or 48 hours or 78 hours, then definitely you can take the preventive actions. So that is one of the examples that yes, now the technology is available that yes, you are sitting in your office, you are having all the SAPs and all, but you can integrate your SAPs with your manufacturing system, and you can have all the control in your laptop or in your device that you can see that what is going to happen next, whether it needs the preventive action, there is some problem in the one of the motors or something, so that you get a pre-alarm and you can take the immediate, I should say, proactive actions. So that kind of requirements and those kind of things are very much available. But yes, Indian industry and we have to adapt those kind of things, because still these kind of solutions are a little expensive. And here in India, industries are generally looking for very fast ROI. As Mr. Hareesh has also explained that yes, everyone is looking for 2 or 3 years ROI, which is practically not possible. So we have to be geared up, first of all, for those kind of things that yes, we have to adapt first, and then we have to see what kind of best benefits we can take out from these kind of technologies and the advancements.
Cobots are flexible, but adaptability is missing so far.
Yes.
Okay, coming to Mr. Hareesh, you were talking about the shaping the future production. So what best practices can be enforced to integrate IoT and AI robotics to create a manufacturing ecosystem?
I'll tell some of the common things that a person expects in terms of the IoT when it is in the factory. So I am the supervisor for the line where the production is happening. And for some reason, let's say the part in feed or the outfeed that has to be, which is critical for the production, is stopped, or the quantity is over. You need a immediate signal in your smartphone that you have in your hand saying that the infeed is coming to an end, and you need to go quickly there and do what is required to ensure that the production is going as required. Or let's say at the end of the day or every few minutes, the manager who is sitting at his desk and doing something else wants to know what is the production happening, what is the status that is there, so that he has confidence that things are going in the right way and it is meeting these daily or weekly or monthly production rates or the targets that he has that needs to be done. So when you look at the factory, there are a lot of people who want to get different types of analytic data or want signals from the machine saying that this is the state and this is what it is doing. And so the things that can be done is unlimited. With the way the Internet of Things is advancing, the things that can be done, whether it be the smartphone access or the remote, as Mr. Anoop said, remote access to the robot so that you can troubleshoot it quickly. And all such things can be easily done from anywhere in the world. But again, I would come back to the mindset thing. People have to understand that you should be ready to provide access to this service provider. Your production rates or the internet access so that he can analyze and support you remotely when required. Such
Perfect.
things have to be done to make you enable it, because generally now it is still like, okay, I want IoTs, all those things, but everything has to be restricted only to my office, to my servers, and nothing should go outside my factory because someone might steal my information. So those concerns, those worries that are there, because generally when you say the previous industry 3.0, if you say, it's all about machines working in their silos. There were disadvantages, but the management, the people were happy because nothing is going outside their factory. No one is trying to get information out of it. But once you talk about Internet of Things, they're all talking to each other and it's all over the internet and everything. That's some fear that people have. It's about getting out of it and trying to be open to it. Then there's a world of possibilities that you could do.
That's nicely put. Coming lastly to Dr. Abhishek. So everything has been discussed. The upskilling development, as you mentioned, that is very necessary. So what opportunity do you see for additional skilled workers under the government schemes, which Darshana was mentioning, which is going to encourage the hiring in the manufacturing sector as per budget?
Yes, if we talk about the training of the person in the industry, that is dealt by the means manufacturing sector. So we does not have, if any case, if government may have the means the chance to give opportunity to the academia or the training, and that needs the training of the faculty and person over here. Then setup of the infrastructure is needed, and there should be budget for the setup of the this. We have place, we have infrastructure in terms of building, and we need the investment from the government or the manufacturing sector that they can put their equipment and the robots here. They can train the faculty, they can send their persons from the industry for the training, and also so will have the experience of that also, that what training and what skill they need. So that is a very big gap in academia and understanding of the manufacturing sector, what the skill they need and what we are giving these skills. There is a huge gap. So there is a completely miss in that gap. So these are some means action point may be there, than funding from the governments or the interest from the manufacturers to setups. And we have spaces that all educational institutions have a space. They can give you free of cost, and you can come and you can install your equipment for the training. You can set up your training center over here.
Of course. Yes. Knowledge sharing, awareness, and the challenges, opportunities all have to be met with the support of the government as well as the academia and the trainings and